Do you remember the story of Said bin Mohafa, the shoe polisher who saved his earnings for approximately 20 years to fulfill his pilgrimage to Mecca? In the year he was supposed to embark on his pilgrimage, he instead gave his entire savings to an elderly widow and her struggling children. He relinquished his longing for the house of Allah, his yearning for the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his desire to perform Hajj, all for the sake of humanity. Surprisingly, his sincere act of charity became a reward equivalent to performing a blessed pilgrimage, Hajj Mabrur, and it interceded for all the pilgrims that year, ensuring the acceptability of their pilgrimages. He didn't go on Hajj himself, yet he received the rewards of Hajj and interceded for all the pilgrims. Imagine this: what would have happened if Said bin Mohafa didn't give his money away? Imagine this: if Said bin Mohafa had only advised the elderly widow without giving away his savings for Hajj. Would he have received the rewards of a blessed pilgrimage? Imagine this: if Said bin Mohafa had prioritized his longing for the Holy Land over the needs of humanity. Would he have been able to intercede for the pilgrims? Of course, if all that had happened, there would be no story of Said bin Mohafa. If Said bin Mohafa hadn't exhibited maturity in worship, he wouldn't have achieved such a high status. That's the point. Something that seems good to us might not necessarily be deemed good by the God, even if it's an intention of worship, a longing for the Holy Land, or anything else. Sometimes, we must willingly set aside our sincere intentions for the sake of a greater good. With his maturity in worship, Said bin Mohafa was able to discern that God desired something different from him. He realized that God wanted Said bin Mohafa to worship in a different way. Certainly, with tears in his eyes, he accepted that he had to bid farewell to the Holy Land, saying, "Goodbye, Holy Land. I let go of you for the sake of a different act of worship." Perhaps this was his inner sentiment, and his decision was correct. Today, we might hold numerous sincere intentions. Whether it's about performing Hajj, seeking spiritual solitude, embarking on a pilgrimage, recovering from an illness to worship optimally, or anything else that remains unrealized. Instead of sulking, rebelling, or cursing life and humanity, let us mature in our worship. Realize that perhaps God wishes for us to perform other acts of goodness. Seek guidance from God to direct us on how to think and what actions to take, which goodness to pursue. Didn't Said bin Mohafa set the example for us? Even Uwais al-Qarni, who never physically met the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, due to caring for his mother, set the same example. Be mature in your worship, and Allah knows best. Wallahu alam.